Hi there, everyone. My name is Eddie Sherman. I have been singing since I have been 8 years old. I've had some pretty good experience in choirs and in Broadway shows produced in Seattle, Washington, and I was in New York for a time auditioning. Auditioned at the Copacabana and sang at Seattle's version of the Copacabana, which was the Colony Club. I enjoy singing very much. I thank you for taking a look at this. This excerpt that you're going to see is from the Indian Ridge Second Annual Talent Show here on January 31st, 2016.
Since this year Frank Sinatra would have been 100 years old, it's timely for Eddie Sherman to sing New York, New York, and The Birth of Blues, which was also sung by Sammy Davis Jr. Mr. Sherman, Mr. Eddie Sherman.
Hello, everybody. Are you having a good time? I'd like you to know that this entire show is being videotaped and will be on YouTube in a few days, in case you want to see it. Sammy Davis Jr. I remember seeing him when he was about 6 years old, tap dancing for the Will Maston Trio. That was his father and two uncles. It was a vaudeville show. He tap danced up a storm, up steps, down steps. He was fantastic. The next I can really remember him when he was about 17 years old. He came to Seattle, Washington, my hometown. And he performed with Jack Benny. And he was the warm-up act. And on Broadway, just had come out Pajama Game, a wonderful Broadway show. And one of the songs was Hey There. Well, he got a hold of that song, Hey There, and it was a national hit within a very short period of time. And that really sent him going. Of course, you know the rest of the story with the Rat Pack, and he was so talented. And with great awe of Sammy Davis Jr., I want to do one of his best songs. Oh, they say some people long ago were searching for a different tune, one that they could croon as only they can. They only had the rhythm so they started swaying to and fro. They didn't know just what to use, but this is how the blues really began. Yeah. They heard the breeze in the trees singing weird melodies, and they called that the start of the blues. And from a jail came the wail of a downhearted frail, and they called that the start of the blues. And now from a whippoorwill high on a hill, they heard a new note. They pushed it through a horn till it was torn into a blue note. And then they nursed it, they rehearsed it, and gave out the news that the South Band gave a birth to the blues. And now from a whippoorwill high on a hill, they got a new note, pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue note. And then they nursed it, they rehearsed it, and gave out the news that the South End gave birth to the blues. Everybody, they nursed it, rehearsed it, and gave out the news. Ba 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 ba. That old South End gave birth to the blues. Woo! I'd like to introduce you to somebody very important tonight, Jeff Lance, our pianist. He is just fantastic. He can play in any key, anytime you want, no matter what the key is, he's got it. Frank Sinatra. I've got to tell you this little story. I was watching TV on Frank's 70th anniversary, his 70th birthday, and there was a show from the Meadowlands in New York, and he was doing a huge show. And he was doing all the great songs. He had a wonderful band, maybe Nelson Riddle or John Trotter, and he just was killing it there. And at the end of the show, he saved this song for the end. And it goes, dum, dum, da, da, dum, 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 da, da. You know what it is. All of a sudden, this was in like in a boxing ring. He was up on top in a boxing ring. And up out of the audience comes a beautiful black-haired beauty with a white dress on, short, a purse, and it was none other than Liza Minnelli. And Liza had done a record of this song, and it was a big hit all over the country. She sang it all over. And now he's up there, and he's been doing it. And so the two of them together, it was electric. And they just killed it. It was just wonderful. And I want you to feel that excitement. And I'm going to try for some of that excitement right now. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I wanna be a part of it. Yes, New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, number one, king of the hill, number one. Little town blues are melting away. Come on, I wanna be a part of it. Yes, in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Woo! Wow. Woo! Oh, Blue Eyes, baby. Oh, Blue Eyes. Eddie was owning that Frank Sinatra song, working it. And Sammy Davis Jr., if he was a bit shorter with a deep, rich tan, a cigarette, and a fedora, I would have thought that was Sammy up there.